Okay, so I have gotten my little dash marks on all 4 edges of my picture here. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to line my ruler up on my little marks. So you can see that there's my mark right here, and I'm putting my ruler up right against it. And then on this side, my mark is right here, so I want to make sure it's nice and straight. Sometimes these rulers can be tricky to hold, so try to really spread your hand out so that it doesn't move while you're drawing. And I'm going to start at one edge here and draw a line all the way across. And I'm going to keep doing that with all the marks that I've made. So I'm just going to kind of fly through that, making sure my ruler is not moving, especially if I'm using a marker to draw my grid. And this is going to give us 1-inch squares to work with on our project. The idea behind grid drawing is really to break things down so you're not trying to draw a whole image just by observation, but instead that you're able to break it down into little tiny pieces and draw those little tiny pieces. And as long as you do that accurately, it should come out similar to what your original image was. So now I've flipped my paper and I'm lining up the tick marks with my ruler on this side as well. Now you're going to see that grid starting to appear. And once you get this done on your photo for today, this is just prep work for the project we'll be doing. Tomorrow you'll be making a blank piece of paper with a grid on it. And you'll want that grid to be 8 by 10 as well, so that it matches the grid that you've created on your photo. And there will be a video for creating that grid, the blank grid, tomorrow. All right, so there's my grid. And it's also helpful to keep track of where you're at if you label the edges of your grid as well. So you could do something like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. And over here you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That way, when you are going on to your artwork and you're starting to draw, you can say, oh, I'm in section C3. Helps you to, instead of having to be counting your squares. So you might want to label it as well.